What's up, y'all? I'm Andy Story with Wild Lumens, and today I'm going to show you the quick and easy way to make the bacon burger breakfast bowl. I love this recipe because it's a perfect way to start the day getting a ton of fat and a ton of nutrition and a bunch of bioavailable carnivore diet approved nutrients in your body. Let's dive on in. One of the reasons I really love this recipe is because I can knock out a bunch of food in one meal. I try to do 2 pounds of meat per day, but sometimes I fail and I'm not able to get that amount. So with this recipe, I'm probably gonna get about 1 pound of food, which is highly nutritious and powers me until my next meal. For those of you out there that have the same challenge as me, then this may help you out. I know while reading The Carnivore Diet by Dr. Sean Baker and listening to a few of his YouTube videos, his general rule of thumb is for males to eat 2 pounds per day and females 1.5 pounds. Now that's very general, and obviously height and weight play into that, so take it with a grain of salt. All we're gonna need for this breakfast bowl recipe is 4 ingredients. Starting off, and the most important one, is our ground beef. Today I'll be using a grass-fed ground beef, which is approximately 15% fat, so it's an 85-15 ratio. I'll be cooking the burgers in a pan using some beef tallow, but I have a highly specialized beef tallow. This tallow is actually CBD infused. Now I know that CBD is coming from a plant, but it's probably such a small amount, I don't think it's gonna have any negative effects with my body. I've tried it before and I didn't have any problems. If CBD and infusing tallow is something you're interested in, check out the video where my buddy John and I infuse the tallow. It's basically a step-by-step how to make CBD infused tallow. Now this ingredient is not absolutely necessary. I just had some extra sausage, fully cooked sausage that I haven't had yet, so I'm just gonna throw that in as well. We're definitely gonna need some bacon. This is some bacon I picked up at Whole Foods. If you can get bacon from the butcher or buy a full Berkshire hog, that's the way to do it. But if you're not able to do that, then just go ahead and get some sugar-free bacon. And then of course we're gonna need our eggs. These are just general eggs I picked up at Whole Foods. But if you're able to make it to the farm, make it to your rancher, go get those fresh eggs from them. That's what I always recommend. And while we're talking about recommendations, if you guys could hit that subscribe button now, hit the like button, drop a comment, do whatever. It really helps us out. I'm trying to keep the carnivore diet train moving forward, and when I see that, it just gives me the extra motivation to keep on doing this, making recipes and tutorials and general carnivore diet content. So let's get to cooking. Step 1, all we're gonna do is go ahead and make some burger patties. Since today I'm only gonna be making 4, I'm not gonna pull out my burger patty maker, which is like a press that you use. So if you ever have to cook for large parties or you're trying to meal prep, then get a burger press. I'll put a link to that below as well. What I like to do is just make my burger sizes the same size as my plate, because the plate is the same size as the pan, and that way I know the exact amount to be able to use and cook at the same time. You guys, I totally forgot to mention my other favorite product when cooking, and that is Redmond Real Salt. This stuff is super important. I buy it in bulk. That's a 10-pound bucket, but I go ahead and put it in a smaller salt shaker. I save money that way. Someone also commented that I might as well just poke a few holes in the top of this bucket and then use that as a salt shaker, but that's a little excessive. The other cool thing is that Redmond Real Salt gives us a coupon code and a link in order to save 15% on their products. So go to their website, check them out, order some of this salt, get their electrolytes. They even have toothpaste, and you can get it all at a 15% discount if you use WILD at checkout or use the link below. I appreciate it because I get a little bit of something out of that. They get something and you get something, a great product. All we gotta do is sprinkle a little salt on the burgers. The rule of thumb on salt is salt to taste when you're on a carnivore diet. From here on out, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cook up my bacon. I'm gonna do 4 slices. And then after that's done cooking, I'm gonna place it on a plate and then add a little tallow and use this to cook my burgers in. Now the CBD is gonna give it a little interesting taste. It has a little bit of that marijuana-y taste, but I kinda like that. And then I'll just heat up the sausage because the sausage is already fully cooked, make my eggs, and then we're off to the races on filling our stomachs with some good food. While that bacon is cooking, I wanted to make a major recommendation to make the carnivore diet a little bit easier. And that's if you pick up the Carnivore Cookbook by Jessica Haggard. This book has tons of carnivore diet approved recipes and makes the carnivore diet taste so much better. I've also made a couple more videos in this channel using her recipes, so you can kind of take a look and see if any of those appeal to you. Try them out, pick up that book, and start making the carnivore diet journey even more fun. There we go. Cooking is all wrapped up. Just want to mention that the burgers I like to cook at medium rare. Anytime I overcook a burger, I just don't like the taste. So as soon as I start getting up to medium and well done, it's just not that good. And then we have the eggs. I just cook the eggs sunny side up. I like to keep the sunny side up version because you get that yolk and it's not overly cooked. So when you overcook the yolk, you're not getting as much nutritional benefits. And then the same thing with the bacon. Sometimes I go for a crispier bacon just because I like a crispier taste. But today I just went for a normal cooked bacon. Here's the easiest part. What we're gonna do is just take our burgers and place them in the bowl. And then put our bacon on top. And then add the 2 eggs. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but I usually just use 2 eggs. You can do more if you're hungrier. And as simple as that, we have our bacon burger breakfast bowl. This thing is gonna taste amazing. All I do is just kind of chop it up a little bit with the fork and make some bite-sized portions and go to town. Oh yeah, it's good to add a little bit of salt. There we go. That's another great recipe for all you carnivores out there trying to get enough food in your belly. This is one way to do it. We have the 4 pieces of bacon, the 2 eggs, the 4 burgers, a little bit of salt, a little bit of kielbasa. You can't go wrong. So we got all the flavors mixing in. I'll go ahead and finish eating this now. And I know that this approximate pound, maybe a little more than a pound, probably a little more, is gonna get me through until my next meal, which will be around 5 o'clock tonight, 5 or 6 tonight. And then I will accomplish my 2 meals a day and get my 2 pounds that I wanna try and hit. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna finish eating this, come up with some other ideas for more videos, and then I definitely look forward to seeing you guys on those as well. Thank you so much.